Yelda Hangun-Balkir. I am originally from Istanbul, Turkey. I got my Bachelor of Science from Istanbul Technical University in Turkey, my master's degree from Duquesne University in Pittsburgh, and then I have my PhD in chemistry, specifically in green chemistry from Carnegie Mellon University. Right now, I'm an associate professor in Manhattan College. I established an environmental science program in the college, and I'm the coordinator for that program. I am also the director of the Center for Urban Resilience and Environmental Sustainability. I decided to study chemistry because I always like to be in the lab making things besides learning about the things theoretical way. Science shows us like the path to the solutions, and right now we have so many problems related to environment, such as like pollution, the climate change, and understanding why all those things happening to us and where we are going with those problems. It's always fascinating to me. That's why I'm in the environmental science and environmental chemistry specifically. I first heard about the AAUW from a colleague from my department, and she applied a grant and then she received it. She suggested that I apply the grant. In 2016, I applied for the American Fellowship Short-Term Publication Grant, and the grants allow me to use the funding to focus on the publication only, which I needed terribly for the tenure and promotion application. Because the following year in 2017, I applied for the tenure and promotion, and my son was much younger then, and I needed like childcare and pay for my rent. And that grant actually allowed me to do that, so I didn't have to teach like overload, and then my son was taken care of. So I was actually spending my time and effort focus on just sit down and writing on my publication, which I did 3 publications, and which gave me at the end my tenure and promotion. Everything went perfectly. With many other grants, you have to justify, and childcare wouldn't be one, or the rent wouldn't be another one. You have to either buy equipment or some type of chemicals. You have to justify it. But childcare actually comes natural because you need time, and if you are torn between your family and your work, then it makes it very hard especially for the female scientists. My current research, I'm basically focusing on pollution because we pollute environments, quite a bit. And the 3 projects that I'm working on with my students at this point is, the first one is we are collecting coffee grounds from a local coffee house, and every week they are producing tons and tons of coffee. After people drink the coffee, the rest of the coffee grounds basically goes to the incinerators. We take that coffee and then we extract the oil out of it, and we convert that oil into biofuel. So what we are trying to make, actually take what people call waste and then convert them into usable products. The biodiesel project I used for my application to AAUW grant proposal, and the other projects actually we started this year. The first one is we are using microelectronics to measure air pollutants in South Bronx. In South Bronx, there are several neighborhoods such as Hunts Point and Moth Haven. They are extremely dirty in terms of the air pollution. And when you look at the childhood asthma levels in Moth Haven and Hunts Point, that is just much more than any other 4 boroughs. Over the summer, I had a student, we made those microelectronic devices to measure carbon monoxide and nitrogen oxides, all these air pollutant levels, and then we were trying to figure out, does it translate into the childhood asthma? And then at the end, we realized that actually those neighborhoods in South Bronx, which so many kids live, there are playgrounds, there are elementary schools, and most of the people who live there, they live below the poverty, and there are single mothers and again children, and the air pollution actually makes a great effect in the childhood asthma, and then we just saw that in our data, and right now actually that's a continuing research. Also, we have this top of the garage garden. Every summer we employ about 3 to 4 students, and they maintain the garden, and we use the coffee ground. Actually, after we make the biofuel, we give them the coffee grounds and they use it as a fertilizer. And then they grow like all this produce and they give to either South Bronx communities at a very low cost, or they just give it to our school cafeteria. Getting to know other women in professional life helps each other to understand each other and what we are going through as women, as a professional, as a mom, as a wife. Also getting to know other professional females will help me honestly to find internships for my female students, especially because I have so many female students in the college which I mentor. I give them opportunities and I try to give them more and more opportunities just to, start life and find, good jobs or good internships. That's going to help me a lot. The more people I get to know in the professional life.